Hey my beautiful Gemini peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your March 2022 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. That'll be linked down in the description below. So Gemini, let's have a look here and see what we got. Starting out with the current energies here for you guys. What current energies are showing up here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout the month of March 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. First card out, we got here the Moon card. Okay, you could be connecting with the Pisces for a few of you. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Knight of Swords. And then looking at the last card of your current energy, we got here the Two of Swords. So, the Moon card, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords. Your current energies here so far are pretty interesting. I mean, you could be connecting with the Pisces, considering that we have the Moon, but let's have a look at the Moon paired with the Knight of Swords. Coming into your month of March here, I definitely feel like there is something from the heart or something emotional that you want to convey. The Knight of Swords is typically one of those cards of wanting to communicate something, but especially what you're wanting to communicate here is your feelings about a situation. Now, you do have the Two of Swords here, which is usually a card that represents conflict, and if you actually look in the background of the Two of Swords here, you'll actually see that we have a Moon showing up as well. So I do feel like you're a little indecisive right now if you're wanting to tell somebody about your feelings, or if you're wanting to express your feelings about a certain situation. So you're having that feeling of wanting to get something out, but at the same time, I think there's a little bit of fear here on whether or not you should do it. So you want to express yourself on a emotional level in the month of March, but I think you're pretty indecisive on whether or not to do it. So that's the current gist of what I got here so far. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what you're dealing with moving throughout March 2022. What are my Geminis going to be dealing with here in March? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout March 2022. We got here the Three of Cups. We also got here the Three of Wands. We have here the Queen of Wands, and then lastly, we have an Eight of Pentacles. So, based upon what you're dealing with here, Gemini, first things first, the Three of Cups to the Three of Wands. It kind of feels to me like what you're dealing with is feeling kind of distant right now, especially from environments such as friends. You can be feeling a distance or pulled away from your friends. You can be feeling pulled away from your family. You might be feeling pulled away even from your romantic lover. So there's a bit of distance right now between you and your loved ones, or you and the people that you care about. You feel like there's this distance or this gap right now that's currently occurring. Now with the Queen of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles, I see that you want to fix that. I see you want to confidently find your way back into a close position with whomever this is referencing. You're working to kind of come up with a solution on how to not be so distant anymore and come closer, or more so become closer to the people you were once close to. So what you're dealing with in the month of March is trying to find a way to really get that closeness again with certain people in your life. But there's a reason you're detached. There's a reason you're distant. Let's go ahead and figure out that reason. Why do we have the Two of Swords looking at Gemini's current energies? What is it that's making them indecisive about speaking their heart? What do we have? The Knight of Cups, and we also have here the Queen of Swords followed up with the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing that there's something here you feel cannot be repaired, okay? Knight of Cups over here to the Queen of Swords. It's like it's very hard to repair this relationship, or it's very hard to repair this friendship. So it's very hard for you to speak your truth, Gemini, because you feel like isn't going to do you anything good. It's irreparable is what's going on here. So you feel like something cannot be fathomed, or what is the word that I'm trying to use? It's not even fathomed. What are my words today? Something here just genuinely can't be repaired, Gemini, okay? Is the feeling that you're having. You've worked very hard. You've been very confident. You've tried all the methods you could think of, but there's still distance here. And I don't know if speaking my heart and speaking my truth is really going to do much for this relationship or for this situation. So with the Knight of Pentacles showing up here, it's like slowly but surely, I think I'm starting to come into a place of acceptance that a relationship in my life is only going to continue to grow distant because there's nothing I can do here for it to be close again. There's nothing I can do here for this relationship to be repaired. So you're kind of in this position of where you feel like you're slowly but surely accepting that a relationship is over. But you have this opportunity, Gemini, to speak up. Moving into March 2022, remember the Moon card to the Knight of Swords, you have something that you want to get off your chest, and you have every right and every opportunity to say what you need to say. If there is something here, Gemini, that you want to get off your chest, Instead of being in that energy of being indecisive, why not say it? Because even if it saves the relationship or it doesn't save the relationship, at least you got those last words out that you needed to say, you know? Let's have a look at where things are going though. Where are things going to be going here for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus during March 2022. Where are things going to be going for them? We have here the Six of Cups, we also have here the Ace of Swords, we have here the Page of Pentacles, and we have here the Six of Swords. So, Six of Cups to the Ace of Swords. I think what's going to happen here for you too, Gemini, is that you're going to have a pretty big realization that the past is not the same as today. I think that you're looking at a relationship in your life, you know, especially you're looking at this relationship in a position of where it was once close, right? You were once close to somebody, you're looking at that, you were close to them in the past, but you're recognizing how different it is today. And it's not necessarily just the relationship that's different, but it's also the person that's different too. You're a different person, Gemini, they're a different person. So I think that that is kind of the big realization you're having. I think you're starting to recognize that even though there's a part of me that wants to be close to somebody again, it's very difficult when they're not the same person and I'm not the same person as we both used to be. So therefore, having a same relationship or having the same relationship with them is something that just cannot happen. Now with the Page of Pentacles here to the Six of Swords, I think what's going to be going on for you guys is based upon where things are going. You're more so saying, you know, maybe I should think about moving on. Maybe I should move forward instead of putting myself out there. You know, Page of Pentacles, why don't I open myself up to a new experience? Six of Swords, screw it, let's go towards the new. So you're going to be thinking to yourself, maybe I shouldn't even try to rebuild some sort of relationship in my life. It's clearly not the same as it was. It's not going to be the same as it used to be. So should I just open myself up to new people, new experiences, and see what happens? Here's my best advice before we move any further into this reading, Gemini. To be honest, whether or not you can repair an old relationship or grow close to somebody again, whether or not it happens or can happen, I always think that it is very important to get what you need to get off your chest. I'm a big advocate for speaking from the heart and speaking your truth, and I think that with the first two cards that came out in this tarot reading today, Knight of Swords over here and the Moon card, if you have something you gotta say it. Communicate your feelings, communicate your emotions over to whoever this person is. It's better to get that last moment of clarity where you basically pour your heart out and say what needs to be said than to keep it to yourself forever, you know? So I would definitely say this is one of those moments where it's like speak now or forever hold your peace, because I think overall you're getting ready to move on anyways. You know, you've had that realization that things are not the same, the person's not the same, you're not the same, the relationship won't be the same. So I might as well say what I need to say before I move forward. I feel like that would be the best thing I can tell you to do. Get whatever you need to get off your chest before you officially move on. Now, in regards to who this is referencing, I mean, for a few of you Geminis, this could be about an ex-partner. Maybe you do miss being close to your ex, you do miss a relationship with your ex. I mean, this could be about a friendship too. You might have had distance grow between you and an old friend, and you're realizing things have just changed too much, or too much time has kind of passed by to the point where it's hard to repair that friendship. Even if there wasn't any initial kind of drama or negativity, it could just be one of those things where it's like, we're just different people now, and it just can't work, you know? So you're in that space where you're recognizing, all right, I think this relationship is not necessarily repairable, but if I don't say what I gotta say now, am I gonna regret it? And I'm that person where I would say you would. I think you would end up regretting it because you're gonna be holding on to those emotions instead of letting them out, you know? And the more that you hold on to emotions, the more they kind of eat away at you. So it's very important to get out what you need to, okay? Let's see what your spirit guides have to say here for this situation, Gemini. What do Gemini's guides have to say? Are there any dire or important messages coming in here for Gemini's, or from Gemini spirit guides throughout March 2022? And what do we have? We have here the Two of Cups. Moving forward from that, Gemini, we have here the Nine of Wands, we have here the Star card, and we have here the Ten of Cups. So, Gemini, I feel like what your spirit guides are trying to say to you with the Two of Cups to the Nine of Wands is that you're holding a lot back when you could be expressing yourself, and you could be expressing everything you need to towards this person. There's no reason to hold back is what your guides are saying. You know, if it's meant to be, it would have been, the Star card. If it was meant to be, it would have been, but regardless, your guides are also trying to reinforce to you, Gemini, I'm always going to make sure you're exactly where you need to be. And that's a very important statement coming in here from your spirit guides, because they're trying to let you know if you were meant to be with this person still or have this close relationship to them, it would have been that way in the first place. But considering that you're at a distance from them, that's because the universe right now is making room to align you to where you're really supposed to be. So your guides are trying to reinforce to you, never feel like you're out of place. I'm always here to guide you to where you need to be, okay? And where you'll end up going, Gemini, is going to be the Ten of Cups. You'll be exactly where you need to be, in your happy place, with the best people, with the best scenarios and situations. Your guides want to reference you that they are always thinking within your best interest, and they're going to make sure that they take you there, okay? So as far as I'm picking up on from your guides, they're trying to say, Geminis, get this moment of clarity out. Say what you got to say to this person. Allow that to be your closure, to tie and close out the past with this individual so that you now can be guided to the next step, to the next person, to the next situation, okay? Because they want you to know that that next place you're going is going to be a lot better than you can imagine. Yeah, 110%. And I resonate with that heavily. I always believe that the universe, or spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, always has our best interests at heart. And when you really tune into that, you'll figure out that that's exactly how it is in your life. You'll always notice that when you move on from something, you're always guided towards something better. It's inevitable, right? There's always something better out there. So I think your guides want you to recognize right now, use this as closure instead of wondering on whether or not you could repair this relationship. Because deep down inside, you already know it's not going to be repaired. It's not going to be fixed. I think you've accepted that harsh truth, or you're on the brink of accepting that harsh truth in the month of March. It's like Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Little by little every day, I'm realizing that it's just not the same, and it can never be the same as it once was. Little by little every day, I'm realizing this relationship will never be what it once was. And I'm too different of a person now, they're too different of a person now. There's just no room for resonation. I think things would be too different, and it wouldn't be as enjoyable as it once was. What you're caught up in, Gemini, is missing who this person used to be and the relationship you used to have with them. Unfortunately, though, who that person used to be and who that what that relationship was is long gone in the past. It's not what it is today. And that's okay, because things are going to always change. And even though change may suck sometimes, it's a part of life. And that is what your guides want you to really zero in on this month. Say what you gotta say, speak from the heart, tell your person what you need to say, get those feelings and emotions out, but also embrace this closure. Instead of being in a period of time of wishing that the past could be the present moment, accept the past, that part of your life and that cycle's over. Embrace this closure, Gemini, and then embrace what's ahead, what's to come in your future, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall outcome for you guys. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus during March 2022. What do we have as the overall outcome? And what do we got? We got here Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Geminis. I also feel here too, when you do actually get that moment of clarity, when you do have this closure with the person you're dealing with, you're going to be more okay than you thought. I think that you're kind of imagining this closure as a very glooming and dooming moment. It makes you feel like, I'm going to be really upset, it's going to suck, it's going to be the worst thing ever, but I think you're going to turn out being more than all right. Nine of Pentacles is like, you know, I'm okay at the end of this. I'm actually confident that I made the right choice. I'm confident that I made the right decision. I think you'll be feeling like you made the right decision getting closure here, rather than continuing to be indecisive on whether or not you should speak up, on whether or not you should tell them how you feel. And the longer you kind of withhold your feelings, the longer this cycle continues, you know? So with the Nine of Pentacles showing up here for you, it's just another reassurance that you're going to be fine when you end this cycle. You're going to be okay. And with the Nine of Pentacles showing up here too, it's not only just a card of letting you know you're okay, but it's a card of confidence. It's a card of things working out for you. So everything's going to work out for you, Gemini. And I feel like for many of you guys that are watching this, this reading was basically one of those readings that are here to provide a bunch of reassurance to you. And hopefully the reassurance is well received, guys, because I want you to know that going through with this, and instead of, you know, don't be the Two of Swords, don't be indecisive right now, you know, speak from the heart, get what you have to get off your chest. Okay? I think it's incredibly important that you do speak up and that you do communicate your emotions to whoever this past person is. All right? But I also think that most importantly, you've already came to the realization that this relationship is never going to be the same. And because it's never going to be the same, you've accepted it in a way a while ago that It's over. And now it's time to kind of fully embrace that it's over, for you to be willing to be open to the new things ahead. And that's where your guides want to direct you. You've basically kind of been in limbo, Gemini. It's been almost impossible for your guides to direct you to a new path, whether that new path is about being with a new person or that new path is something entirely different. It's been almost impossible for your guides to direct you to that new place because you've technically still been stuck in the past. You know, by not getting that emotional residue out, you know, those last words, there has been no closure. And because there has been no closure, that's why you haven't been able to get aligned towards your new path. So this is what's been keeping you stuck. So I think that by having closure here, it's totally going to get you unstuck, and you're going to start to get moving in the new direction here that your guides want for you. Okay? All right, Gemini, not the worst reading in the world. I know that it's not a message here that many of you might have wanted to hear. I know I wish I could give the best messages all the time, but unfortunately, I read whatever comes up for you. So if it's your story, cool. If it's not, don't worry about it. Tons of more videos will be on here in the channel in the future. But Geminis, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And lastly, just a word to the wise for the Geminis. Have your closure, guys. Take time this month to accept this ending and get ready to be free. You're going to be more than okay at the end of this. And whatever you're being guided to next, I can give you some good reassurance that it's going to be a hell of a lot better than you can imagine. All right, Geminis? So accept this closure, have this closure, and get ready for your new beginnings in the next couple of months, all right? All right, Geminis, I love you. Enjoy March, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my Gemini peeps, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.